Welcome to Restorative Evening Flow. Please gather all your pillows and build a little pillow fort next to your mat so that you can support yourself. Let's get started by taking the most grounding posture we can take, child's pose. Let your palms touch and reach your thumbs towards your back, gently walking your elbows towards the front of the mat and experiencing an opening in your armpits and alongside your body. Let's breathe. So you inhale, feeling the skin moving three-dimensionally away from your spine, filling up. And as you exhale, feel a sense of surrender, a sense of letting go. See if you can pull all the energy into this present moment, away from the past, away from the future. And then let your hands reach forward and touch the earth. And imagine your growing roots through your palms, all the way down to the center of the earth. Breathing in, feeling the expansion. Breathing out, feeling a sense of surrender. Giving your body permission to relax 5% more. Begin to turn your head from side to side, releasing all the tension from the spaces in your body, like your forehead, your jaw. Relax your neck. Like a tree, pulling back the branches all the way back into the stem, all the way back into the seed. Let yourself become fully present. There's nothing that needs to be done. Just receive your breath in and out. Begin by walking your hands over to the left, staying grounded in your seat, and let yourself experience the opening on the right side of your body. As you inhale, gently stretching your right fingertips away from your right hip, staying soft. And as you exhale, surrendering even more down, down, down into the center of the earth. And then walk your arms over to the right. Inhaling, stretching the left fingertips away from the left hip. And exhaling, surrendering down, down, down into the center of the earth. Long, deep, full, nourishing breath, creating space, moving energy. And come back to center. Slowly rolling up, stacking your hips underneath your shoulders. And then reach for one of your pillows. Sit on it. And extend your legs out in front of you. I'm going to turn my body so you can see better. And place a few more pillows in between your legs. You want to have a diamond shape in your legs. So your legs are about 3/4 length straight. And then fold forward, wrapping your arms underneath your calves. Folding all the way forward. Stretching the outsides of your legs. You can turn your head to one side. Play with the height of your pillow tower. Remember that you are the sky and everything else is the weather. Gently turn your head to the other side and consciously and intentionally send your breath into your lower back, into the spaces in your hips, and breathe into the sensations that are present right now. We don't need force to open up. We just need to let go. So allow your body to relax 5% more. Like a golden, bright white light shower from your crown all the way down into your feet. Relax. When you're ready, slowly sit up, remove the pillows. Then holding onto your shins, arch your spine looking up. And as you exhale, roll behind your sit bones, rounding back. Like a seated cat and cow, arching and rounding your spine. Inhaling as you pull your heart forward and through, relaxing the shoulders. Exhale as you pull the heart back, sinking down. Inhale as you open the front side. Exhale as you stretch the back side. And then cross your ankles in front of you and sit up tall as you sweep your arms up, reaching up, expanding, and then draw your hands into your heart. Reach up, expand, and express gratitude as you draw your hands back into your heart. Again, reaching up, expand, and then fold all the way forward, relaxing down, maybe using a pillow to prop your forehead onto the earth. You want to feel that stretch in the outsides of your hips. If this is not enough, you can bring your shin bones more parallel to the front of the mat. Allow your belly button to relax and take some deep, full breath all the way down into your kidneys. Feeling that golden, bright, white light moving from the crown of your head down into your feet. Gently sitting up, place the feet out in front of you and your hands behind you. And just windshield wipe your knees from side to side. As you move your knees to one side, contract your butt cheeks. And then shift your hips close to your heels. Keep your hands where they are and sink down into your shoulders, stretching the front of the shoulders. Allow your head to drop. When you're ready, sit back up, crossing the other shin in front, sweeping the arms up on an inhale breath, and then fold forward into the hip release again. Soften the belly button. Expand your stomach on an inhale. Let it deflate on an exhale. Long, deep, full, nourishing breath. Total surrender. When you're ready, take yourself all the way back up and transition into a standing forward fold and reach for one of your pillows or rolled up blanket and place it between your stomach and your thighs, nice and tightly snuggled up to your hips. Keep a soft bend in your knees and drape your upper body forward. You can grab opposite elbows or hug your legs in. Shift your weight a little bit forward and back. Energetically press back through your inner thighs so you feel your sit bones widening. And through that widening of your sit bones, you'll notice that there's a little bit more space in your lower back. A little bit more space to breathe. When you're ready, remove the prop and step your left leg back, dropping your left knee. It can feel really good to put one of the pillows underneath the knee. So you can begin engaging your left butt cheek as you shine your heart forward and then slowly walking your hands onto your right thigh. For a moment, shift your hips back so your hips are over your left knee. Engage your left butt cheek and then slowly sink forward into your right knee, pressing your palms gently down into your right thigh so your front body can open a little bit more. Now reach your right hand off to the right and spread your left arm up and over to the right, opening through the obliques, through the side body. Take a couple of deep, full, nourishing breaths here. And then release your hands to the inside of the right foot. Quarter turn to your left and bend into your left knee. So you bend into your left knee and straighten your right. Walk your hands towards that right foot. Deep, full side body stretch. And then switch sides, reaching the right knee bent and the left leg straight. Hands over towards your left foot into that deep, delicious stretch. Quarter turn towards your left. Drop your right knee supported with your pillow. And then come into the hip opening on the left side. Begin by lengthening your spine, breathing deeply. Then walk your hands onto your left thigh. Shift your hips back over your right knee. Engage your right seat. Press your palms down and begin to slowly ease into the bend of the left knee. Shine your heart forward and up, shoulders down. And keep a length in the back of the neck. Left fingertips now off to the left. Reach your right arm up and over to the left. Long, deep, nourishing breath. And take your hands back to the inside of the left foot. Find that brief wide straddle as you bend your right knee. Straighten the left and walk your hands to the left. Switch sides. Allow the head to drop. And quarter turn again to your right. And step your left foot forward to meet your right. Press your hands against your shins, coming up halfway and folding into your safe navel to spine. Rise all the way up to standing on your next inhale breath. Then sweep your arms behind you. Take a hold of your bottom ribs. Drop down, bend your knees, drop your tailbone, and assist yourself in lifting your heart. When you're ready, interlace your hands behind your seat and open up through the collarbones. With bent knees, slowly fold forward, reaching that closed fist as far away from your seat as you can. And then massaging your lower back as you release the bind. Sweep some energy down your legs into the ground. And then step your left foot back again, supporting the knee all the way down to the earth. Bend your left heel to your seat and reach back with your right hand. Squeeze your left butt cheek. This may be enough stretch for you, or if you like, you can turn your heart open to the right. Walk your right foot a little bit out to the right. Maybe roll onto the outside of that right foot and drop down onto your left elbow. Breathing into the sensation on your left thigh. When you're ready, release the bind And lift up onto your left hand and press your right palm into your right thigh. Give yourself a gentle twist. Stay soft in the neck. And then release back to your left into the wide straddle. Fold all the way into the wide straddle, reaching your hands to the earth, grabbing your ankles, or finding any variation that is grounding for you. Just let your soul dangle. Gently transition to the other side, turning to your left, and stepping your right foot next to your left. Lift up halfway, inhale, and fold forward and down, exhale. On your next inhale, rise up, reach up, and again, circle your hands behind you, grabbing your bottom ribs. Expand your heart up. Gently reach your hands behind your hips, find the bind. And then fold forward with a soft bend in the knees, opening the shoulders, opening the chest. Allow your head to drop. Gently sweep your hands down your legs, grounding all the way down. And when you're ready, lunge your right leg behind you, dropping the right knee. Always supported with a pillow. Draw your right heel to your seat, reaching back with your left hand. Gently engage your right butt cheek to intensify the stretch sensation in your thigh. And take it further if your body allows you. Remember, if you can't breathe in a stretch, that means you're too deep in it. So if you like, walk your left foot a little to the left. Roll onto the outside blade of the left foot. If your body lets you, drop down onto your right forearm. Breathe in and out of the sensation in your body. When you're ready, release the stretch and come into the twist, pressing your left palm down on your left thigh, rolling that right shoulder down and back. Release yourself back to the right into the wide straddle. Take your hands to your hips, come all the way to standing. Sweep your arms open and up, and then and then rock your right arm underneath your left. See if you can double wrap your arms and gently fold forward. Sway from side to side. The target here is the space between your shoulder blades. The target here is the space between your shoulder blades. Slowly reach up. And now wrap your other arm underneath, find the double wrap, pull your elbows apart, and then fold all the way forward, again swaying from side to side. Gently imagine you're pulling your elbows apart, so you're intensifying the opening between your shoulder blades. Release the bind and begin to pivot to the right so you can step back into downward facing dog. Keep a soft bend in your knees, inwardly spiral your upper thigh so you feel your sit bones widening. Release your neck. Breathe deeply. Now lift your heels and turn them all the way to the right as you bend your knees and press your hips up and back. Bend your knees and press your hips up and back. Then pivot to the other side, bending your knees, pressing your chest back. When you're ready, come back to center. Lift your heels all the way up, stretching the toes. And then yearn your heels to the earth. Right leg rises. Open the knee, bend the knee, and then set yourself up for half pigeon on the right side. So you can prop your right hip up, just the right hip, with a little bit of a pillow or blanket. Then as you lean forward, thread your left arm underneath you and rest your forehead on your right forearm. We often store a lot of emotions in our hips, emotions related to relationships. The beautiful thing about our yoga practice is we don't need to talk about our issues. We just give them space so that they can move in, out, through. So whatever is coming up for you, any emotional release you're experiencing, do your best to just allow it to come through. You do not have to psychoanalyze yourself. Gently sit up, roll onto your seat so that the sole of the right foot touches the inside of your left leg, reaching your left arm to the inside of your straight left leg, and reaching the right arm up and over your right ear, maybe holding on to the left ear and rotating your chest up. Gently reach up, right hand behind you, left arm sweeps up and over your head, hips lift up, really opening the space in your chest. And then stepping back into downward facing dog to transition. Taking a breath in, heels up, bend the knees. And breath out, heels down, lifting the left leg high. Just to transition, bend your knee, open the hip. Really engaging the abdomen as you lean forward into half pigeon on the other side. Again, if your hip is a little bit off the ground, fill that space with a pillow or blanket or towel. Then thread your right arm underneath you and rest your forehead on your left forearm. For many of us, being on our forearms here is plenty enough. And remember, if you can't breathe, you're too deep in the stretch. Breathing in, surrender. Breathing out, accept. Long, deep, full, nourishing breath. Feel the support of the earth. And let the molecules in your body snuggle just a little closer to the molecules of the ground underneath you. When you're ready, slowly sit up and roll onto your left side. Sole of the left foot inside of your right leg, finding that side stretch on this side. Reaching for the right ear, opening the space between your ribs on the left side. Reaching your left hand behind you, pressing into your left knee and your right foot. Lift your hips up. Find a wonderful heart-opening, spacious stretch. And then just come and sit down. For this next posture, see if you can reach for 2 pillows. Get the soles of the feet together and the knees apart. And support your upper thigh bones with a pillow on each side. Let your left hand come onto your heart and your right hand over your navel. These are our power centers, the sense of self and the sense of confidence and identity, and of course the center of love. As you breathe in, fill your belly, And as you breathe out, feel your belly deflating like a balloon. Breathe in, expand your stomach. And breathe out, feel your belly deflating. Breathing into the lower lobes of our lungs really helps our nervous system to regulate. As we move through our full lives, a lot of times our nervous system gets overly excited and we get into that fight, flight, freeze state. To get back into the rest and digest, one of the most powerful choices we have available is to soften the navel and to really direct the breath into the lower lobes of our lungs. If it helps you, you can count the length of your inhale and then see if you can make your exhale twice as long. For example, breathe in for 4 and breathe out for 6 or 8. In this last few moments here, I want you to harmonize your brain and your heart with this breath and tell yourself gently, I am enough. Whenever you're ready, pull your knees into the chest and let yourself roll onto one side in gratitude. Your Shavasana, your resting pose, is you going to bed. And if you are not ready for bed, I invite you to take a 5-minute Shavasana. Otherwise, crawl into bed now. Good night. Thank you for practicing. Namaste.